Hey guys, so welcome back. What I wanted to follow up was the little chart that we had on the last video about the different levels and rates of happiness. Right now I'm in Tennessee, right in front of the home of the Tennessee Titans Nissan Stadium. So basically what I kind of wanted to kind of touch base on, and this guy's bumping some crazy ass music, hell yeah, is that whatever you accept on a conscious level is something that you're gonna accept on a subconscious level. So this is something that you want to take in consideration, especially as you go through this whole challenge, because what happens specifically is that your mind is like this infinite intelligence that goes beyond what is necessary, and it has all the answers to all your problems. Of course, you won't find the answers necessary in that exact same point or in the moment in time, but you will find the answers because it has that self-fulfilling mechanism for you. Great examples of this is when cancer patients smoke marijuana, they become super joyful and it heals them, or the placebo effect. Other things that you can take in consideration is that however you view the world is how the world is going to be. You know, it's how you understand everything. Also, it's almost like as if you're doing prayer, almost in a sense. It's the same idea that you can believe in the prayer, but it's not about your religious affiliation. It's more about the idea that you're actually believing in what you're doing. So this is like an intro to frames, and you can also refer to my intro to frames video that I have. So basically what it does, it's basically kind of cutting out all the excuses that you have. You know, that girl that you kind of see in the day, instead of like, you know, kind of stop fapping, you'll think about her and fap. Go out there, stop making excuses that you can't meet her or anything like that. The world is determined by what you put in your mind. That's how you view the world, and that's going to be your attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors. So take that in consideration. A lot of things with you know, getting that job, or I'm not experienced enough. You don't know. Just do it, go out there. It's very necessary for you to do this, especially if you want to find out why you are fapping. It's very important because once you start doing this, you start doing this cognitive dissonance. And this cognitive dissonance is basically disassociating yourself. You start making like, oh, I'm not good enough, I won't be able to do this. Or it's like situations where you think it's like this perfect situation, but you're not willing to go through the process of meeting your maker, or being awkward, or being in a difficult position and talking to that person. It is very important that you actually do that and face your fears, because not everything that you're going to do is going to be perfect. You're going to fail a lot of times. So it might as well just get over with, because you don't know what's going to happen. And this is a lot of things that you'll do in life, and this is a courage. But once you start accepting that, once you start getting into that acceptance level, it becomes a little bit more easier because you have that courage. You understand what's going on, and you're accepting it on a different level. So after this, we'll go a little bit more deeper in like the real issues of like why you're fapping, the difference between like when you fap when it's like a pleasurable thing, and when you fap when you're lonely, horny, or like in situations where like you were in a relationship, and how that roots deep into our psychology, and that starts going deeper into the self-esteem issues and anything that may cause us from actually obtaining the goals that we want. Because what happens is that we need to keep that clear mind, and you have to understand that our mind is always finding solutions for us. So you have to believe in it. You have to believe that it's gonna happen. You're gonna be able to finish this challenge, or whatever challenge you have, or whatever goal that you have in mind, because what is really important is that you don't force it. Because again, what happens with force is that you're trying to make things happen, and that never happens, especially with a relationship, especially with a job, especially with anything that you're taking time and careful consideration in creating something beautiful, especially with self-development, because we are made in God's images, if you want like to be poetic about that, or just we are our own art. You know, we define ourselves every single day by the thoughts that we have every single day. So hopefully you can take this, hopefully this works a little bit better in terms of trying to find a little bit more. This guy's bumping. Yeah, he's got it. Yeah. All right, guys, so I'm out and about what I just talked about. Peace.